Oh, Assalamualaikum. Yeah. We here in Philly with my man brother Zachariah. You know, we had to do him real quick. We had a distribution out here of the food goods. You know, I like me little sweets. So we got to come over here and see what we can get from him. And, you know, we're going to basically roll with Zachariah. I mean, we're going to roll with Rasheed. Roll with me.
Rolling with Rasheed, 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 rolling with Rasheed. Follow me on my journey. Let's go.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam, brother.
How are you, my brother? Rasheed, alhamdulillah. President, alhamdulillah. Welcome to ZNZ, brother.
Alhamdulillah, pleasure to be here.
That's a brother. Alhamdulillah.
So I see we're here in the warehouse. You know, we're gonna take a brief tour shortly.
Sure.
So is it possible we can go to your office and conduct the interview?
Definitely, we sure can.
Alhamdulillah.
Come on this way.
Roll with us.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the Dream Records, the inspiration behind hip-hop and R&B music. Music meaning mind, unified with spirit, in tune with creation. That's what we about here at the Dream Records. For more info, 917-254-1174 or MySpace / The Dream Records. Assalamu alaikum.
So we're here in your office of Z&Z Distribution. Can you give us some kind of background on how this came to be, Z&Z Distribution?
Well, Z&Z Distribution actually evolved out of a organization that I started with when I came back to Philadelphia in 1990. I was employed by a distribution organization by the name of ALM, which was ran by a brother, very prominent brother in the city of Philadelphia by the name of Samir Muhammad. At that time, it was three brothers: Samir Muhammad, a brother named Rudolph Ali, and a brother named Latif Muhammad. And they formed what was called ALM, and I worked with them for about 3 years until my family, me and my wife, opened up this organization here, this distribution system here.
Okay. Now, as I walked into the office, I seen different pictures of you and Imam W.D. Muhammad, and different other people. And is that a result of coming up to build Z&Z, or did that come from previous knowledge of accompanying them?
Well, it was inclusive, I guess you may say, with our development with the organization that I mentioned, ALM, because, again, it was a very prominent organization led by some very prominent brothers in the city of Philadelphia that provided, I guess you may say, a voice for the leadership of Imam W.D. Muhammad in the city of Philadelphia. That organization also had in its affiliation Muhammad Ali, who was a partner. We actually, in terms of distribution, that organization was the producer of the famous Ali Bean Pie. So, you know, underneath the leadership of Imam Muhammad, as well as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Bean Pie was a very instrumental product within our community that allowed us to reap economic benefit. So it was probably the catalyst of that particular product that allowed a lot of the interaction and the relationships with brothers, prominent brothers, as well as our leaders from across the country to cross paths.
Okay. Now, it's funny that you mentioned the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Bean Pie, because the focus of Rolling with Rasheed is to show people that we are not just, speaking of the Muslims, we're not just oils and bean pie and things like that. We also do that, and we have evolved to do such much more.
Yes.
Can you explain to us exactly what you have in distribution so that our audience could know exactly what you have and what you come across?
Well, we have a wide range, a variety of products within our product mix, but it all started with the bean pie, and it also started with the whole concept of do for self that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad started with the Nation of Islam in the early 30s and 50s and 60s. That concept was very instrumental in the growth and development of Z&Z. But when you look at the broader aspect of it for the African American community, you'll see that distribution was of products to our own community was prevalent during the '60s. We had our own food stores. We had our own newspaper. We had our own clothing manufacturing. We had farms. We had transportation systems in place. There were a wide range of economic pursuits underneath that legacy of the Nation of Islam. So we at Z&Z, following that legacy, just began to see how we could re-implement that strategy of providing the service and products to the broader African American community as well as the Muslim community nationally.
Oh, alhamdulillah. Take the commercial break. We come back, we're gonna be rolling again in the warehouse. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, so assalamu alaikum. Once again, we're wrapping up another commercial segment out here in Philly. Don't forget Barracott's Volume 3 Philly edition. Uh-oh, wow, nah, he ain't here.
Oh, subhanallah, Hakeem, assalamu alaikum,
Alhamdulillah.
Long time, brother, last time I seen you was in
You're
New York.
not still upset?
What, upset? You left me in New York, you in Philly now, you ask me if I'm upset. How did you leave me? I asked you where you was headed to, you just walked away, so I said, subhanallah. That really made me upset. But now, look at the new issues that's bothering me. How is it that now, I want to be by myself, all the sisters want to marry me? Like I'm allowed 4, but it's 8 of them. 8. Subhanallah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I wanted to know. And I'm so upset about it. It's not the student. It's speaking of student, right? Why brothers running around stopping me after Juma? Because I want to come chill and be cooled out. And they only give me another kuffar after kuffar about, yo, where your jalabeh at? Yo, where your pants at? And all of that. Subhanallah, I'm not with that. Prophet Muhammad said, I leave 2 things for you. I leave the Quran and I leave my Sunnah. He ain't say all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? We got these different type of methods and all of that, and then bottom line, he just left the Quran and the Sunnah. So why all these school of thoughts is causing so much controversy and diversity that is separating the Muslims, that Muslims is killing Muslims? I'm really upset about that. And then the media is no help. You know what I mean? They're exploiting us like we're about terrorism and suicidal and so that, and a lot don't like suicide. You can't take your own life. I keep more or less take another man's life. I'm really upset. But the bottom line is, if you ever leave me again, brother, it's gonna be a problem. No, see you now. You gotta go. And one more thing, where you going, brother?
One more thing.
The last thing I'm talking about is all said and done is like, why I can't come to Juma and leave, and people got to be outside asking for sadaqah? What's good with that? Assalamu alaikum, bro. Yo, there you go again. I see you in Washington. Assalamu alaikum.
Here we are in the warehouse, to see what different products we have. So, brothers, take the lead.
Again, we're here in the warehouse where all the product is. We have various snack food products, as you can see. We produce a product on our own that's been a novelty. It's like the evolution of, as I described to you, the homeboy and rap snack potato chips, which I'll show you back here. It's called Burrito. Burrito is
for the brothers, yeah.
For the brothers, right. A product that we, myself, along with my children, Z&Z, Zaki and Zafir, and which the company is named after, we developed this product on our own. Very familiar all across the country. I'm sure you got it in New York. A brother by the name of James Lindsay produced this product, and it has Romeo on it, but it highlights all of the different rap artists that are prevalent in throughout the urban environment that gives up the type of language and lingo that we ourselves, that it's marketable.
Right.
The whole rap industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. So that we hope to capitalize on it by way of snack food distribution and by way of branding our own urban flavor to products that we ourselves consume.
You hear that, Muslim artists? You gotta get your face on there now. Islamic Showcase. We're gonna talk about that later.
That's right.
Okay, we here on the second floor. I see all the nice little setup. Baby, we want to sit down and eat. What's this part here?
Yeah, Rollin with Rasheed. This is the Rollin with Nicetown. This is our solution venue right here. What we do up here is we bring to the community all types of positive entertainment. As you can see, it seats about 125 people. We got a nice soft color on it. The ambiance is great. You know what I mean? We have all, halal, sober entertainment that gives, brings, a motivating experience to the community. So basically, we do live venues like poetry, what we call the Vibe. We also have the Artists United here that does a program called the Education Seed, which is a program that highlights untapped talent, that gives them an opportunity to express and bring their talent to audiences that for a nominal fee and sometimes even for free. But also up here in Solutions, we also allow this venue to serve the community for small events like small weddings, small bachelor parties, Sweet 16 parties. We have a lot of actually 50-year anniversary parties as well as here. It's nice and small. Yeah, so this is the second floor over top of the distribution center. I mean, this corner is a whole block long, and what we did when we rehabbed this whole facility is that we looked at the components of the building and saw how can we make this facility be of some service to the community that we're in. So we created Solutions.
Okay, now we're on the third floor. The last of the last, but they always say save the best for last. This is the corporate. See, this is where all the important people come. So you important people. So let's roll with it.
Yes, sir. Well, Rasheed, this is the Mecca Corporate Complex. Up here is where we administrate all of our activity. These suites, which are 5, serve as the offices that administrate all of the functions that we do here in Nicetown with Z&Z Distributed, with a Mecca Corporate, which is our profit-making arm for our fiscal management and property management, as well as the Nicetown CDC, which is our community development company. We have our conference room when we want to have meetings in a conference.
Is this Z&Z here?
Yeah, that's Z&Z actually right there. That's Zaki and Zafir. I had that painting drawn by a guy by the name of Moart. You know what I mean? Who I guess he wanted to be like Mozart or whatever, but the brother, painted that for me as well. Come on up, Rasheed. You gotta pull it on up. This is split level. This is where I really, when I really had to knuckle down and do all the paperwork and get into a zone administratively and corporately. This is how I do it. You know what I'm saying? Imam Muhammad's run. We can't stop now. As you can see, you got Sister Clara Muhammad. You got Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You got Harriet Tubman. You got Marcus Garvey. You got Bethune, and you got Frederick Douglass. You know what I mean? So, that's the legacy, and we cannot stop. We trying to bring back, our legacy in terms of community empowerment and, raising the upliftment of the African American people. And when you do it, you have to do it in an organized way, in an administrative way, and you got to handle your business.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Say how you say it, you got to roll like the rollers roll.
And like the E-Man once said, he said, you couldn't stop us before. Now we got the second breath of life.
Yeah.
You're wasting your time.
You're wasting your time. You ain't gonna stop us now. You ain't gonna stop us now. So that's what This is my my head office, and that's what we do. In Philadelphia, in Nicetown, and our whole goal is to take whole section of the city. And you were out there out in South Philly, and you see what those brothers did out there. Brother Kenny Gamble, a.k.a. Lukman Abdul Haq, and Brother Raheem Islam. They've done. I'm actually following in their shoes. They have taken a whole community and provided housing and built a masjid out there. So we're doing that here in Nicetown.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing, and we're gonna continue to roll.
Well, that's what we do here with Rollin with Rasheed. So we're gonna end this segment, and alhamdulillah, thank you for having us.
Hey, thank you, Rasheed. Come on back anytime.
We sure will. Get some of that nice treats.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, this is Barakat's Volume 3. See you, Volume 4. Assalamu alaikum.
Roll with me. Roll with me. Rolling with Rasheed. That's Rasheed with 2 E's. 'Cause there's no I.